Let us come to the topic shunt. One of the very important topics. Shunt refers a small resistance connected in parallel to a galvanometer to protect it from the damage due to the flow of large current. See, wherever that word shunt comes, small resistance connected in parallel to galvanometer. In parallel to galvanometer to protect it due to flow of large current. There is a principle of shunt. How much small resistance to be connected to a galvanometer to protect it? We need to find it, right? How it protects actually. See, this is your galvanometer along with its resistance. Along with its resistance G. This is your galvanometer. In the previous class, just now we discussed, a galvanometer can allow a maximum current Ig. Every galvanometer, based on its design, it can allow a maximum current Ig, current for full scale deflection. If that current exceeds that value, if the current passing through that galvanometer I exceeds that Ig value, it permanently get damaged. So for every galvanometer, there is a value of maximum current that it can allow, Ig. So for this galvanometer also, there is such current Ig, it can allow. We are using this galvanometer in a circuit. In that circuit, you are sending some current I. That current I, such that I is greater than Ig. If in the line there is only galvanometer, if I send this current I, which is greater than this Ig, this galvanometer get damaged. So what to do? Only Ig current or less than that can be passed through this galvanometer. Remaining current has to be bypassed. For that, what we can do? Just connect one small resistance in parallel to the galvanometer. The small resistance which we connected here, you call it as shunt resistance. Yes. Such that this SC is much smaller than G. A small resistance, yes, is smaller than G, galvanometer resistance, right? Depending upon that Ig to be allowed, we select this resistance. How much it could be, how much it can be, that we need to calculate. See here, when I current comes here, it finds two paths. This is one path, this is another path. But this galvanometer allows maximum current Ig, that is the maximum limit. So in this Ig has to flow in this direction maximum, and the remaining has to be bypassed. If Ig goes here, what is Is? I minus Ig. Once this I minus Ig current flows, only Ig flows through this galvanometer, it can be safe. Right? So we need to select this S in such a way, only Ig current flows through this galvanometer and remaining current flows through this. Why, sir? Why it flows in this direction? Current chooses a path in which the resistance is less. Once you correct a less resistance in parallel, when that current comes here, when it finds two paths, in this path the resistance is very less, so maximum current flows through this shunt resistance, so that desired required small current flows through galvanometer, it can be safe, right? That is the principle of the shunt. Well, so how much this S is, that we need to calculate. So at this point, let I take this point as A and this point as B. At A, is it not I is equal to Ig plus Is? Come on. Yeah. Is is equal to I minus Ig.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then, see this galvanometer between the points A and B. The shunt resistance is also in between the points A and B. Come on. So,
Yes.
in parallel lines, the potential difference across the lines is same. So, between A and B, A and B, potential is same. Potential difference. If I take this line, what is the potential difference? IgG.
Ig.
If I take this line, what is the potential difference?
Is.
Yes. Then Ig is equal to minus Ig into S. Then S is equal to Ig by I. I'm getting dog barking.
The voice is
IgG by I minus Ig. See now, take this Ig down. S is equal to G by I minus Ig by Ig. Then S is equal to G by I by Ig minus 1. Then S is equal to G by N minus 1. This is the formula you need to remember, where N is equal to what? I by Ig. Come on, write down. This is called shunt principle. What is shunt? Derive shunt principle. 3 marks question, board exam. This you need to write. Well, completed?
1 minute, sir.
yes, sir.
You sure? Close it. Mute. Completed?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See here. This yes, you got G by N minus 1, where N is equal to what, man? I Ig. What is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this? If I is the total current you are sending in that, how much current has to pass through the galvanometer? Maximum current can pass through. How much part of that I can pass through galvanometer? From this, Ig is equal to I by N. Nth part of the total current has to pass through the galvanometer. For that, how much shunt to be connected? You can calculate by using that formula. Once you know Ig value, once you know I value, then you can calculate. If you know galvanometer resistance also, you can calculate how much shunt to be connected. For example, here it tells you nth part of I only can pass through galvanometer. Come on, next. You are given one galvanometer. Its galvanometer resistance is 50 ohm, let us say. And it can allow only 10 to the power of minus 4 amp current. But here current sent is 1 amp. How much shunt to be connected? Come on, calculate. How much shunt to be connected? What I said? Galvanometer resistance 50 ohm. It can allow the maximum current 10 to the power of minus 4 amp. The total current you are sending into the circuit 1 amp. To protect the galvanometer, how much shunt to be connected? You have formula G by I by Ig minus 1, 50 by 1 by 10 to the power of minus 4 minus 1, 50 by 1 by 10 power 4 means 10,000 minus 1. So 50 by
5 into 10 power minus 3 almost we can write, sir.
50 by
5 into 10 power minus 3 approximate.
10 power minus 4 it becomes, not 10 power minus 3 approx. This is 10,000.
Yes, sir.
50,
5.
yeah, 50 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 will come as the resistance to be connected. 5 by, approximate as you said, 5 by 10 power
Minus 3.
minus 3. 5 by 10 cube, 5 into 10 power minus 3. But generally you find answers like this only. So this is shunt principle, right? Next. Conversions of galvanometer into ammeter and voltmeter. One of the very important topic for entrance point and even PU point also. Conversions. Before that, we need to know what is an ammeter and what is a voltmeter. How we connect them in the circuits. Come on, what is an ammeter?
Modified galvanometer, sir. Measure of current. To measure current.
Ammeter, voltmeter. Ammeter. Instrument used to measure
Current.
current in the circuit.
Current.
Right. Voltmeter.
Potential difference.
Potential difference used to measure terminal potential or potential difference across 2 points in a circuit. In the circuit, it always connect in what way?
Parallel.
In series.
Series, sir. Galvanometer parallel.
Parallel.
In circuit, it always to be connected in
Parallel.
Parallel.
pies. See, this is one circuit. If I draw a small circuit in which one resistance and one battery is there, it is sending some current. Come on, tell me, where do you connect ammeter? Where do you connect voltmeter? What I said, ammeter to be connected
Series. Along with
at anywhere. You can connect here, connect here, you can connect here, you can connect here, here. It's no difference. See, here I am connecting ammeter. Plus minus like. It is connected in series in the circuit. If voltmeter is given, it has to be connected to the points where there is a potential difference. See, if I take 2 points here,
cross the resistance.
here and here, is potential same or different? What, man?
Different, sir.
It is a wire. It is a wire.
Same.
It is
Different.
in a wire. Every point potential is
Same.
here.
Different.
Is it same or different?
Different, sir.
Conducting wire. In a conducting wire, here at every point potential is same. Here, every point potential is same. Potential difference comes when and only when there is an element which either rises or drops the potential. So here potential VB, here potential VA, at every point VA, at every point VB. In current electricity we studied. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Point and this point, is the potential same or different?
Different.
Different, because
Different, sir.
this resistance, whenever it flow through this resistance, there is a potential drop across. So when I cross this resistance, here potential is higher, here potential is lower. Yes or no? Come on, man. Across these 2 points, there is a potential difference. That is why we always see that potential difference wherever exists. Across those 2 points, we connect the voltmeter in parallel. You understand? Ammeter is connected in series, voltmeter is connected in parallel in the circuit. See, once again, if you are using one meter, any device, whether it is ammeter, voltmeter, galvanometer, whatever, ammeter and voltmeter, ohm meter, any measuring device, its resistance to be low, very low when it is in series. Meter should not alter the current in the circuit. You understand my sentence? The device, when you connect in the circuit, it should not alter the current flowing in the circuit. For example, here I current is coming. To measure that current, it has to pass through this ammeter. And while coming out, here current should be I only. Means it should not draw any current. We connected ammeter here, but this ammeter should not draw any current. It should not alter the current in the circuit. How its resistance to be? If a device is made of some coil of wire, man, it should not draw any current. How its resistance to be? Yeah. This meter should not drop or draw any current. How its resistance to be? If there is some resistance, it drops IR.
Ideal resistance should be 0.
Resistance should be very low or 0. Any device connected in series in the circuit, its resistance to be very less or 0. So here ammeter resistance should be low. Ideal case,
Ideal.
meter almost 0.
0.
Come to voltmeter. Resistance of voltmeter, how it should be. See, whenever this current comes to this point, there is a chance to flow in this direction and in this direction. But what is our condition? Meter, when we connect it, it should not alter the current in the circuit. Means it should not take any current. Whatever current comes, it need to flow in the circuit only. It should not draw any current. How its resistance?
High resistance.
High resistance, that's all, very high. So RB should be high. RB in ideal case, infinity, right? This is the differences between ammeter and voltmeter. PU standard, 3 marks question or 2 marks question. NEET standard, you need to remember these points, right? Then tomorrow we discuss how a galvanometer can be converted into ammeter and voltmeter and their related problems. Okay, ma?
Yes, sir.
Well,
Sir.
come on.
Sir.
Get out.